सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुं सस्तनूभिः व्यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Let us chant from the beginning. अथाश्वलायनः
अथ अश्वलायनः
भगवन्तं परमेष्टिनमुपसमेत्योवाच
भगवन्तं परमेष्ठिनमुपसमेत्योवाच
अधीहि भगवन् ब्रह्मविद्यां वरिष्ठाम्
अधीहि भगवान् ब्रह्मविद्यां वरिष्ठाम्
तदा सद्भिः सेव्यमानां निगूढाम्
सदा सद्भिः सेव्यमानान् निगूढाम्
यया चिरात् सर्वपापं व्यपोह्य
यया चिरात् सर्वपापं व्यपोह्य
परात् परं पुरुषं याति विद्वान्
परात् परं पुरुषं याति विद्वान्
तस्मै सहोवाच पितामहश्च
तस्मै सहोवाच पितामहश्च
श्रद्धा भक्तिध्यानयोगादवैः
श्रद्धा भक्तिध्यानयोगादवैः
न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन
न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन
त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः
त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः
परेण न कन्निहितं गुहायाम्
परेण नाकन्निहितं गुहायाम्
विभ्राजते यद्यतयो विशन्ति
विभ्राजते यत्यतयो विशन्ति
वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्थाः
वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्थाः
सन्न्यासयोगात् यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः
सन्न्यासयोगाद् यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः
ते ब्रह्मलोकेषु परान्तकाले
ते ब्रह्मलोकेषु परान्तकाले
परामृताः परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे
परामृताः परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे
विविक्तदेशे च सुखासनस्थः
विविक्तदेशे च सुखासनस्थः
शुचिः समग्रीवशिरः शरीरः
शुचिः शुचिः समिग्रीवशिरः शरीरः
शुचिः समग्रीवशिरः शरीरः
शुचिः समिग्रवशिरः शरीरः
अन्त्याश्रमस्थः सकलेन्द्रियाणि
अन्त्याश्रमस्थः सकलेन्द्रियाणि
निरुध्य भक्त्या स्वगुरुं प्रणम्य
निरुध्य भक्त्या स्वगुरुं प्रणम्य
हृत्पुण्डरीकं विरजं विशुद्धम्
हृत्पुण्डरीकं विरजं विशुद्धम्
विचिन्त्य मध्ये विशदं विशोकम्
विचिन्त्य मध्ये विशदं विशोकम्
अचिन्त्यमव्यक्तमनन्तरूपम्
अचिन्त्यमव्यक्तमनन्तरूपम्
शिवं प्रशान्तममृतं ब्रह्मयोनिम्
शिवं प्रशान्तममृतं ब्रह्मयोनिम्
So, mantra number 5, Vivikta Deshe. It's a very peculiar way to start the Upanishad. In Upanishad, we can never predict which idea will come first and which idea will come last. What is the way in which the ideas are going to be ordered? Because Upanishad comes after the study of Smriti, Bhagavad Gita, and after exposure to the Shastra through other Prakarana Granthas. That's the textbook order, college order, university order. That's the traditional order. And so, once we are exposed to all the ideas, then we are ready for the Upanishad, and we are never. We know exactly Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga. We have all the big picture is already there. So then we can now the order of the flow is not that important for us. So here, so Dhyanam comes. So Vivikta Deshe and all he's talking about. Upanishad, she's talking about. And and that shloka continues, that mantra continues till mantra 7. 5, 6, and 7 is really one sentence. And we will split it up and do it accordingly. So we said earlier, number 5, Vivikta Deshe, and then we said within brackets, Dhyanam Kuryat at the end of the mantra. So may a person, may one meditate by sitting in a Vivikta Deshe, in a place that where only you are there, or where you can do meditation by yourself without being disturbed by others. That is the meaning of Vivikta Deshe. And even if somebody is working on a computer nearby, it's maybe all right. You may be able to handle it. But ideally, beginners should not do that. Beginners should find a quiet place and preferably a room or a place where you are there by yourself. Um, anyway, all that we saw before. Then mantra number 6, Krit Pundarikam. That is what we were discussing last time. Krit. So the Shastram is giving a beautiful way to access this Atma. Atma can't be accessed, really speaking, because Atma is the self. The self cannot meditate on the self. Not possible. Not possible. To see our body itself, we need a mirror. Even just to see our own body with our eyes, or our own eyes with our eyes. Let's put it that way. Our body we can see like this. Okay, that's not a problem. But to see our eyes, that itself, no chance. You need a mirror. Physical mirror is needed. So to see our Atma means what? Meditate on Atma means it is an Nididhyasana, really speaking. Lot of Shravanam and Mananam has to have happened before we are ready to meditate on Atma. Until then, we meditate on our Ishtadevata. And in fact, meditation is not even talked about in our Shastra. We first listen to the Shastra. That's it. Don't sit and meditate. This is the advice given by our Acharyas. Meditation comes much later. One can meditate. Why? Because Karma Yoga is there. Without Karma Yoga, sitting and meditation, okay, meditation can help anybody at any time. But Karma Yoga Buddhi is so important. Ishwararpana Buddhi attitude, because our whole life of 24 hours is led when we are awake, not when we are meditating. And while meditating, nothing can be accomplished. Therefore, that how am I leading my life is such an important thing. So Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga. Mokesmin Dvivida Nishta, he talked about Karma Yoga. And then, by the way, sixth chapter, he talks about Dhyanam, Atma Samyama Yoga. Like that, he does. So, so that's the background here. And so here, because it is Upanishad, he's talking about in seventh mantra, he concludes this Dhyanam. Umasahayam Parameshwaram Dhyatva, he says. I hope you're looking at mantra number 7. Dhyatva Munir Gachati, like that, it's coming later on. Okay. And so the Dhyatva. So after one meditates on this Parameshwara, literally it is Shivadhyana. Shivadhyana. So Vaishnavites need not be alarmed, because Advaita Vedanta will criticize the Shaivite, will criticize the Vaishnavite also, both. And say you don't, if you're taking Shiva as the only thing and everybody else is inferior, that's useless idea. That is not Advaita. And if you think Vishnu is the greatest and Shiva is, these ideas we don't encourage at all. You use Shiva and Vishnu for your benefit and then come to this point. And therefore, but here Parameshwaram. So that meditation here is Shiva Dhyanam. That is being talked about. Uma Sahayam and all. So he's saying. So there is clearly a reference to the Shiva that we all know of. And therefore, what about Vaishnavites? Okay, Vaishnavites, you continue to we worship Vishnu, no problem. But when we study the Upanishad here, okay, Vishnu is not different from Shiva. Shiva is not different from Vishnu. Like that. That buddhi must be there. Okay? And what is that? Deho devalaya proktaha jivo deva sanatana. Tyajed ajnana nirmalyam soham bhavena pujit. Hey, soham. The Jiveshwar Aikyam is being talked about. So how can I hang on to certain things as Satyam, certain things as not Satyam? You can't say. Everything is completely collapsed into Ekam Eva Advitiyam. And so that's the approach with which you come to these kinds of mantras. Upanishad assumes we know all these things. And so Hrit Pundari come. We saw this. In Kathopanishad also we saw. Nihitam Guhaya. So the way the Upanishad does this, look at this. Atma is not an object. Atma is a subject. So you can't give a shape. If I say meditate on Shiva, we're going to do that. We're going to see that. Shiva, meditate on Shiva, it's possible. Because Shiva, we just came from the ashram. Our classroom, some of you don't know, our satsang hall was right opposite to the Dakshinamurti temple. The temple is Dakshinamurti is watching us like this. And we are in a hall surrounded by glass windows. And so it was very nice. Right in the morning, 7:15, we had a class. Then again 9:30. Dakshinamurti is right there. And we attend the puja at 5:30. Aradhana. For 1 hour, we attend the puja. And so that we can imagine. So we know how Shiva looks like. So you can imagine Shiva, calm face and with a kirita maybe there, and then under a tree, and then sitting with legs cross-legged. Cross-legged means what? One leg, right leg is like this down, and then left leg on the right leg, like that. You visualize the Damaru, and then Agni, Damaru, all these things are there. And then with a
Eyes half
Japamala,
closed.
Japamala in the right hand, and then Veda in the left hand. Like this, you can meditate, and you can even the skin, tiger skin is there like this hanging, and all the mala disciplines. These are all disciplines. All the yajnas are all there in the form of mala. Like this, you can meditate. This is called Ekarupa Dhyanam, Ekarupa Ishvaraha. That so here, but how are you going to meditate on Atma? Has no attributes at all. Without attributes, it is impossible to even visualize. Even visualization of Atma is not possible. And so we are clear about that. And that is why he's talking about Krit Pundarikam. Means what? Hey, can you visualize on your heart? Can you think of your heart? Hmm. Okay, these days we're all modern people. We know a lot about heart. And if you don't know, then also it's fine. What did we see in Kathopanishad? It is like the size of a fist. Size of a fist. Those days they knew these things, it seems. And then, do you know lotus? Yeah, I know lotus. You may not know lotus, but if not, Google and check it out. Image, okay? Google images, lotus, and then bloom lotus, lotus bud. You can do all this Googling, and then you can see what happens. Lotus is beautiful. We've seen at least pictures, Lakshmi and Saraswati are on lotus. At least to that extent, we've seen. So that lotus is bloomed, nice blossomed lotus. But then you imagine a lotus bud. So some of us, they brought lotus bud to Swamiji. We gave to Swamiji a lotus, two, three lotuses we gave. But it was a bud. Generally, when they sell it, they give only buds. And so there is a way technique in which you have to compress it and then you kind of try to get it out. Not the way to blossom a lotus, but still, just for the sake of puja, we can do that. And so he says, imagine a lotus bud, not a lotus flower, lotus bud, and then invert the lotus bud. Okay, can you visualize this? Yes, I can visualize this. Should I visualize some color? Can I imagine a red color or orange color? Okay, visualize whatever color you have. All right. That inverted lotus is your heart. Because heart we may not have seen, right? Heart we may have, unless you study these days, we study all these things. But otherwise, that is the inverted lotus, if you can imagine, that's your heart. That is what, and this is the heart right here. All right. Hrit Pundarikam, the heart, which is which is a lotus. Okay, the heart in the form of a lotus, Hrit Pundarikam. Then what? Hey, this mind. Atma is in the mind. Atma is everywhere, really speaking. But our particular Atma right now is in the mind. Okay, because the mind is operating right now. Mind is operating, but then mind is in the head, all right. But energy-wise, energy is all coming in the heart. Heart is the you want to see how energetic you are. You have to look at the heart. They won't look at the brain. Inactivity is different, but heart is the obvious one. And so our Shastra has said this is the way to visualize it. This mind, imagine the mind to be in the heart. Imagine the mind to be in the heart. In this lotus bud, there is a cavity, guhayam, yoved, nihitam, guhayam. All the Shastram. Consistently, Shastram does it also. And so it is helping us. By using these words, it's helping us focus on this Atma. All right. Lotus bud, which is like a heart, that much I visualize. Now I have to go further, because Atma is nihitam, hidden, okay, hidden. And then there is a cavity. Within the cavity, the mind is there. My mind is there in my heart. So from the heart, I've come to this cavity, and then within the cavity, the mind is there, and there the Atma is residing inside. Nicely, it is there. Okay, so I can visualize that Atma which is there in the mind, in the cavity of the heart. That visualization is possible. So this is meant for visualization. And so it's as though I'm meditating on Atma. Because the Shastra is telling me this, that is the right way to do it. Upanishad is saying it. Okay? Knowing that Atma is, because Shravanam and Mananam I have done, therefore Atma is not an object sitting somewhere. Atma is all pervasive. Okay, but I know all that. But still, for the purpose of meditation, I can do this. Shravanam governs, and then Dhyanam, Nididhyasanam. This is Nididhyasanam we are talking about. Nididhyasanam crystallizes what we know. Okay. So that's why this Hrit Pundarikam is very important. And we saw that in the last class, Hrit Pundarikam, because Dhyanam is talked about, this is useful for us, Hrit Pundarikam. So a lot of words are being given here. Virajam, Vishuddham, etc. Let's look at it one at a time. Some of these words look identical also. And so we look at commentaries. Shankaracharya has not commented on this, but Amaradasa's has written his commentary. We periodically look at that entire list of commentaries of all the 11 Upanishads. It's called Ekadasha Upanishad, and he has written a commentary of 11 Upanishads, Isha Kena, etc., all the way till Kaivalya. And he is writing a direct commentary. He is not writing a tika in a commentary of Shankaracharya's commentary. He doesn't write. He is writing his own commentary. So there will be brief paragraphs. Shankaracharya's commentary can become very big. But here he just writes in one paragraph, two paragraphs maximum for every mantra. Okay. And so we'll periodically look at that also. So Virajam. So because now he's talking about Dhyanam. Dhyanam means, hey, the mind has to be more or less calm before I sit in meditation, right? So when you're going to sit in your car to drive, your driving is not alien to you. You're already mentally a driver, and so all you have to do is open the car, sit, and then turn on the ignition, and the car keeps on going. And so like that, he's saying here, Virajam, Vigataha, Vigatam Rajas Yasyasaha. The one from whom the Rajo Buddhi is sublated. Rajo Buddhi. See, getting up from the bed, Rajoguna is needed. You have to you have to energize yourself to get up from the bed. And then to do all the activities, Rajoguna is needed. It was absolutely close to zero while sleeping. Activity is there, Rajoguna is there. But that deliberate Rajoguna is not there. But here he says, Dhyanam also, you have to mentally just reduce all activity. Don't come with a heavy heart, and don't come with a very this one dynamic. This I'm looking forward, and I have to do a lot of things, do a lot of things. That's good, but for Dhyanam, it's better not to have those kinds of ideas. Just calm down. I want to calm down. That's it. I want to come to ground level. So that's what he's saying. Rajoguna rahitam bhava virajam. Okay. And so bringing the mind back to oneself. This extroverted mind is there all day long. So just come back to yourself. That's what he's saying here. And ragadveshadikam, vishadam. So here Maniprabha says, apagata ragadveshadikam. Get that? Apagata means ragadvesha has been sublated. Sublated. Okay, that means all this ragadvesha is what moves us, likes and dislikes is what drives us. And so during this time, at least, you just come back and Let your raga dveshas just be behind me. I'm not desiring to do anything at all during meditation. That is the best way to meditate. So that I can follow some instructions and I can, do that meditation and make it effective. Only then meditation can do the job. Otherwise, the mind is constantly going to be thinking of many things, many things. And so, ragadveshadikam apagatam, he says. Apagata ragadveshadikam, like that he's saying. Maniprabha is saying. So bring this mind which is on a prowl, constantly prowling around, and just calm it down and say, come on, everything can wait for half an hour, 20 minutes, 1 hour, whatever. And so that's the idea here. Then look at this, Vishuddham. So this Virajam, Vishuddham, and Vishadam. Okay, Vishuddham, these are guna related. These three words are guna related. First one we said is what? Rajoguna Rahitam. Then Vishuddham. So here, Tamoguna Rahitam. Tamoguna Rahitam. Maniprabha says, Samasta Dukkadi Dosha Rahitam. Samasta Dukkadi Dosha Rahitam. So the Dukkham is tamas, Tamas means lethargy, dullness, and sadness, and negative thinking, all these things. And so keep all that behind you. Keep all that behind you. And things will give up and down. Anyway, you're a karma yogi. And so karma yogi is not affected by some loss or gain. Not that affected. Effect will be there, but not that affected. And so that is the meaning of this Vishuddham. That is why appropriate time and all is there. Get up in the morning and when things are not heated up, do it. People are not walking, nothing. There's still it is a bit dark and sun has not risen yet. And so do it at that time. That is a time when all your worry, even if there are worries, otherwise that worry will not be there in the morning. Like that. If you say, no, in the night time only I am free from worries. Okay, do dhyanam in the night time. Nothing wrong. The Shastram doesn't say you should not do dhyanam in the night time. So go for it. So, Vishuddham. And we must be free from tamas, lethargy also. Because otherwise sleep, meditation will be good, will become a good time to sleep. And so that we don't want also. Then, see, the reference for Virajam is what? Apagata ragadveshadikam. So there, Name dvesha rago, name dvesha rago, name lobha moho, mado naiva, me naiva, matsarya bhavaha. So because Atma is the raga dvesha rahita. Okay. So here, Virajam refers to Atma also, really speaking. But some of this Virajam, Vishuddham, Vishadam, Vishokam, okay, some words here they are referring to preparation for dhyana. Okay. Then Achintyam, etc., Avyaktam refers to Brahman Atma itself. So second half of the mantra refers, their descriptions of Atma. First half of the mantra is preparatory steps. How I should be. Okay. So just for your information there. All right. So Vishuddham we looked at. Tamoguna Rahitam. Correct. And then Vishadam. Vishadam. And he is saying Nirmalam. Nirmalam. Vishadam means Nirmalam. Nirmalam. Vishuddham also means Nirmalam. But here Vishadam, Nirmalam. Malarahitam. Mala. Mala means all this. Uh, Mala can appear to anything. So you say this Mada, Matsarya, Loba, Moha, all these things are Mala. All these negative emotions are all Malam. And so he's saying Vishadam, Vi Sattva Guna Pradhanaha. Sattva Guna. As a karma yogi, will be a sattva guna pradhana purushaha. And so, be somebody with all those positive qualities. Okay. Nirmalam. He says, Shuddha Spatika Sankasham. Amaradaasa is saying that. The meaning for this word Vishadam. Okay. Shuddha Spatika Sankasham means what? Hey, Kash. Kash means Prakash. Sankasham. Kashate. Samyak Kashate iti Sankasham. Is shining. Shining like a Spatika. Shuddha Spatika Lingam. Spatika Lingam. Just pure Spatika Lingam. Just shining. Attracts you. Like that you be. Like that he's saying. Vishadam. That is Amaradasa's visualization of Vishadam. Shad, 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 to drop, to fall, to wither, to decay. Okay, Vishadam. Hey, you be free and be Sattva Pradhana. Be, be ready to face. I'm already ready to face the world. I know it's all ups and downs, but it doesn't matter. Up and down doesn't belong to me. Up and down is given to me for me to recognize, to get the Karma Yoga Buddhi and to get Antakarana Shuddhi. That is why up and down. Otherwise, up and down is of what is the use? Up and down, if I take it as real and Satyam, then there's no end to it. There's no end to up and down. But if the up and down has to end, then I have to see that up and down is a means for my own antakarna shuddhi. So if that kind of a buddhi I have, then I become a sattva pradhana purushaha. And that is that vishadam bhava, bhutva. Okay. And karma yoga mantras we can bring in here. Swamiji Paramarthanandaji says, Bhagavad Gita 238, Sukha Dukhe Same Kritva, Labha Labhau Jaya Jayo. So that kind of a mind. So look at that. Meditation is not preparedness, so much preparedness is there. We don't need to jump into meditation. Everybody wants to meditate, that's great. But we have to prepare ourselves with this Karma Yoga Buddhi. Again, that one was 2.38. And 330 is there, Karma Yoga. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasyadhyatma chetasa. Sarvani karmani sanyasya. Means what? Surrendering all karmas to me. Adhyatma chetasa. Nirashir nirmamo bhutva. Hey, be somebody who is, for whom uh, this nirashihi, this constantly pining for something. Even though I have everything, still I want more. This idea of more and more and more. And they'll give up this idea. Nirashihi. Nirmamaha. Okay, now nirmamaha. Pick one. Yeah, these are my people, this is my house, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Yeah, it is true. It's all yours, all right. But am I ready to be a nirmami? Not mummy, nirmami. Okay? Nirmami means, hey, Atma is, there's no relationship. Everything is Atma. So in Advaita, there can't be two things. Dvaitam na vidyate yasmin iti Advaitaha. There's no possibility of the second. And so, therefore, I have to develop this idea of nirmama. Yaga buddhi has to be there. And so, all those mantras we can bring here. Sattva guna pradhanatvat. Vishadam means what? Finally, sattva guna pradhanaha. Be sattva guna pradhana. Encourage all these ideas, karma yoga buddhi. So, before meditation, we can say, okay, I am a karma yogi. I have prasada buddhi. I have Ishwararpana buddhi. I am now doing another Ishwararpanam by way of this dhyanam. I'm offering myself. I'm just offering myself and allowing myself to be in this in the state of meditation. There also Ishwararpana is there. I will take whatever comes. I don't have grand expectations. I know dhyanam is recommended by the Shastram. That's why I'm doing dhyanam. So I will come and I'll take whatever comes. Good. So that is Vishadam. Shad. We saw the meaning of Shad also. Shatane. Shad Shatane. The sense of falling, dropping, drooping, decaying, etc. Vigataha. Vigataha means gone. Those things don't exist at all. And that state is called Vishada. Not to be confused with what word? Vishada.
Shada.
Correct. Correct. Not to be confused. Vishada. Vishada is different. So that is sadness. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Never can, don't say I should be sad in order to. That is another yoga and all you should not say. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Topic of Arjuna's sadness. That's all it is. All right. All right. Vishokam. Okay. Seems very related again. But here, Vishoka refers to our disposition. Sit erect. Sukhasanastaha and all he said. So we are ready to sit erect and like this. And then what happens? Finally, the face comes. The face, because we're so conscious about all these things, without our knowledge, because we can't see the face, without our knowledge, the face is like this, because we don't know what happens to what contortions are there in the face, we don't know, because we're doing so many things, especially if it is new. And so he says, hey, Vishokam Bhava, hey, just have a cheerful face. That's why we pay some attention to the most face also. Be cheerful, relax the eyes, and focus on all the parts of the body. Then have a smile in the face. Visualize Shiva, visualize Ganesha, and it'll bring a smile to your face. Let, let's do that. Let's invoke those those qualities that our devatas are manifesting in our devatas. So imagine those faces. Automatically, the face becomes cheerful. That is the meaning of this Vishokam. Swamiji says cheerful mind. He says, okay, which will be evident from the face. Face, keep that kind of a face, and but Vedanta I've done, Vedanta Shravanam I've done. All these emotions that are there they're all attributes of the mind. They're all attributes of the mind. They I can't be them. What I perceive, I cannot be. Correct? What I perceive, I can't be. It's not possible. Okay. This pencil, you say. Pencil. Are you pencil if I ask? No, I'm not pencil. I'm not pencil. Okay. How do you know you're not pencil? How? Come on. Nobody asked these kind of questions before. That's why it's very odd also. Very strange. Santa classes are all strange. For strange people, we have only strange ideas. So, how do you know you're not pencil? You tell. No, wait. Pencil is there. I am here. How do you know pencil is there? That means what? You have observed the pencil. Pencil is an object. It's an object. In any sentence, I use the pencil to write Bhagavad Gita. If I say, I use the pencil is the object. It's an object. I is a subject. And therefore, pencil. But then we say, in Vedanta, we say, Drishyatvat. Because you perceive it, it is not you. Drishyatvat is the answer. Drishyatvat means what? Because it is an object of my senses, it is an object of my mind. Therefore, it is not me. That's it. In one stroke, we finish it off. And so anything you see is not you. I see so many things around me. Of course, that is why they are not me. That seems agreeable to everybody. But then when it comes to the body, do you see your body or not? Is a body an object of your perception or not? If you say yes, that's it over. That means I am not the body. I am not the body. Why? Because I am perceiving the body. Body is an object of my perception. Okay, that is where Vedanta starts, right? So, therefore, all these ideas that are there, sadness that is there, okay, periodically I tell myself that, okay, even this is a very good meditation. Look at this. Yesterday I was sad. This particular event made me sad. Yeah, this is a very beautiful meditation. I was sad. Then you think about the event. Then you say, I responded to that with sadness. Okay. Now, is there a way I can come out of the sadness? No, only when that situation changes, I will become happy. If I say that's not Vedanta, correct? So we have to convert this into. I will work, do whatever it takes to help the situation, improve the situation. Let that be aside. I'll do that. That's different. That is during my waking time. I mean, during my non-meditation time. But during meditation time, I am going to tell myself, look, let it be so. I may not be able to change it. Nobody may be able to change the situation. But then get myself. Shastram, I've been studying Shastram for so many years. And now Atma, I am Atma. The mind is an object or is it the subject? If the body is subject or object, body is object because I perceive. Drishyatvat dehaha vastu dehaha anatma. Object means anatma. Then what about the mind? Mind also is anatma. Hey, I have been given the mind. I've been gifted with a beautiful mind to see all these emotions. Do you know that you're sad or not? Yeah, I know I'm sad. How do you know you're sad? Hey, because I can see that emotion in my mind. Good. I can see the emotion. So mind also is drishyam. Drishyam. Yeah. Drik drishya viveka it is. What we are talking about, drik drishya viveka. This is the process through which I begin to appreciate Atma, who I am. By slowly appreciating that all the drishya is very easy. All the trees out there, I can see it's an object, all right. Body is also an object, is an Atma. Sense organs, okay, sense organs. Eyes are here, at least eyes, location wise, it is there. I can even locate it here. And but wait, the eyes are short sighted. Eyes don't know they are short sighted. Somebody behind the eyes has to look at the eyes and say, the eyes are short sighted. Good. So eyes are me or not? Eyes are not me. Then what about the mind? Okay, mind also not me. Shankaracharya makes it a little clear in the Trishya Viveka. There he says, Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Drik. When we study it, we'll see. Rupam Drishyam. Anything you see, any object, Rupam, form. Rupam Drishyam, it is Drishyam. Lochanam Drik. Then who is the seer of that object? Lochanam, eyesight. Eye. Lochanam, eye. The eye is the seer. The object is the seen. Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Drik. Tadrishyam Driktumanasam. That's Drishyam. But wait, the eye also is Drishyam. Tadrishyam. Then who is the Drik? Driktumanasam. The mind is the seer, and the eye is the seen, becomes the object. The seen object, perceived object is eye. Eye as in EYE, sorry. EYE. Chakshuhu. Yeah. Lochanam becomes the object. All right, mind is the seer. The lochanam becomes the scene. All right, then what? Drishya dhi vrittaya sakshi. Drishyaha dhi buddhayaha vrittayaha. Dhi vrittayaha. The thoughts in the mind. They're all called what? Drishyaha. Previously I said they are drik. Mind is the seer. Now I'm converting the seer into a scene. Not SCENE. That scene that is happening in the mind is a scene, SCENE, and therefore it becomes seen also, SEEN. Drishyaha, dhivrittayaha, buddhivrittayaha are drishyaha, are objects perceived. Then who is the Sakshi? Drishya dhivrittaya Sakshi, drige vanatu drishyate. Sakshi, there is something called Sakshi. Sakshi is the drik. Sakshi is the drik. Sakshi is the seer. Means Atma is the seer. Chaitanyam is the seer. Then, can I go further? Drishyadhi vrittaya sakshi drikeva natu drishyate. Drikeva, it is a seer only, it is never seen. We can make a big scene about it, but it is never seen. Okay, that is Shankaracharya. So, therefore, Vishwakam Bala, so much background is needed for me to be cheerful during meditation. All right, all these words are like this. What to do? These are all. Suppose the Kathakaras are there. Kathakaras have an easy job. Oh, my goodness, they are. It's not fair at all. It's not fair. Hiranyakashipu, Prahlada, Vishnu, all these things beautiful. The guy is telling the story also is very excited, and all listeners are also excited. They can never say the story of Prahlada is boring. Can anybody say that? You can't say that. The fact is, you're sitting here for this Purana class, and so you're looking forward to it. On top of that, if the guy is animated, then it's even better. And so he's talking about Prahlada is there, and this father Hiranyakashipu is just absolutely the parents. Generally, parents love it when they see their children very devoted and devotion is overflowing. You do puja, and the child comes, she comes, and then she sits next to you and starts doing archana. And then Archana is over and she's still doing Archana. She wants to do flower after flower. And Om Tumakandamaga, Om Ekadantaya Namaha, Om Kapalaya Namaga, Om Makandana, and then goes on and on. And then only 16 names I taught you. Then again repeat. You know the loop, you can do the loop in this thing. Loop Om Tumakaya Namaha, Ekadantaya Namaha, Kapalaya Namaga, Jakanakaya Namaga. So like this going on. Then now the parents are watching. What should you do? They feel very happy. My God, my daughter is like this constantly. Are you not interested in going to school? Bus is going to come, no? Okay, I'll go to school. So you feel like, my God, I can tell this girl what to do. She's too godly. Like that, parents will feel. But this guy, Prahalad's father, is not like that. Prahalada is Bhagavan incarnate. Okay, and this guy says Vishnu is not God. And so he comes thundering into the palace where Prahalada is there. And then he asks him, hey, huh, where is your God? And Prahlada is smiling like this. Come on, Dad. Please don't embarrass all the people here. People are all looking. We have some status, you know. We should not talk like this. Come on. This guy is just frustrated. She was everywhere. What does he say? That dialogue, Telugu dialogue, I'm forgetting. Uh, Sarvopa
దేవుడు ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాడు సంథింగ్ యూ కెప్ట్ సేయింగ్ దట్
Devudu ekkada unnadu is fine, but here this particular dialogue from that Bhakta Prahalada movie, he says,
చక్రి సర్వోపతుండు
ఇందుగలదండు ఇందుగలదందులేదని సందేహము వలదు.
చక్రి
Where is
సర్వోపతుండు
God now? What kind of question in India is this the way to talk? It's not a Western idea. This is new Prahalad, you know. If somebody takes a movie Prahalad, they should make like this dialogue. Hey, that's a Western idea. You got too colonized mind. Come on. You just let go of all this. You've been following all this Robert Clive and all that. Just let go. And Hindu, he is there, here he is not there. Hindu galad anduledani sandehamu valadu. These kinds of doubts you should never have. Chakri sarvo pagatundu. Huh? What do you mean? Ikkada unnada? Nee Hari? Is your Hari there here? Ikkada means in this pillar. Stambhamulo unnada? Stambham, you know, that is a dialogue. Now it's slowly coming to me. And then Prahlada says, of course he is there also. And then all this action happens. Then now everybody is saying, aha, and all that. But what can you do? Vishadam, Vishokam, and then Anantam, Hrit Pundarikam, Brahma Yonim, like this is there. So here, that's why we should have gone through all that before. All the Puranas I'm used to. know all those things. I enjoyed all those things. I still enjoy it. So that I now have the mind is ready. Mind is ready. Vishnu is there in this pillar means what? That means Sarva Vyapi Asti. But he's not visible. How come Vishnu is not visible? Hey, every object is Vishnu only. Satyam. Hey, you got carried away by all these objects like pots and flower vases and all that. You never paid attention to clay, which is very much there. It is there very much. And in order for the Shastram to bring my attention to the clay, it has to go through hoops. It has to go through all this tamasha. And then the Krishna has to talk about crystallize all that into karma yoga and jnana yoga. And then say, do your duty. Do your duty. Why? So that I can see this clay. Okay. I can appreciate the clay finally. Vrittiketyeva Satyam, Uddalaka is teaching. Ashweta Ketu in Chandogya Upanishad. Okay, so much is there. And so, anyway, we'll come back from that Prahalada Charitram to Vishokam. Okay. Okay, what did we say? These are all steps for meditation, dhanam. And then next word, okay, he's saying Vishokam is there. Vichintya madhye vishadam vishokam. All right. Vichintya madhye. Madhye vichintya. Madhye, in the middle of the body. Pundarikam. Madhye vichintya. Hey, madhye, because heart is right in the middle. And so middle means middle of the portion. Once we are sitting, it is in the middle. All right. Vichintya, having visualized in this manner. Chintanam kritva, chintayitva. Having visualized in this manner, madhye. And then achintyam. My God, he says vichintya, having thought about. Then he says achintyam. Achintyam. So two opposites are there. I don't know if you noticed. Just now I noticed it. Achintyam, vichintya. Think of that which cannot be thought of. That is a literal translation. Because Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Drik Tadrishyam Driktu Manasham Drishyadhi Vrittaya Sakshi Drikeva Natu Drishyate. Natu Drishyate. Not visible at all. It's not thinkable also. That's why he's saying here Achintyam. Achintyam. Okay, which means what? Aprameyam. We already saw it in Bhagavad Gita. प्रमेयम् अन्तवन्त इमे देहाः नित्यस्योक्ता शरीरिणः अनाशिनो प्रमेयस्य तस्माद्युध्यस्व भारत अप्रमेयः hey prameya okay you know all these things there might be some new students in class I'll give you quickly an introduction prameya pramanam all these are related words okay Prama means knowledge. Prama is knowledge. Now, all the processes related to knowledge are all these other words. Prama is knowledge. Okay. Knowledge of what? Of an object, obviously. Okay. That object is called prameyaha. Prameyaha. Anything. Black hole. If you know something about black hole is an object of thought. Okay. Object whole knowledge. I mean, black hole knowledge. Okay. So any object, anything in this universe is an object. And so that object is called prameyaha, knowable, literal translation. So knowledge of the knowable, obviously. So prameyaha is an object. So I got, okay, knowledge of object. How do you get the knowledge of the object? Well, through something called pramanam. Only if you open your eyes, you can see objects. Only if you allow your sense organs to operate, you can hear sounds. Only the ears are needed. Otherwise, no chance. So the ear is a pramanam. Eye is a pramanam. So pramanam is a means of knowledge. Means of knowledge. All right. Pramanam. Prameyam. Through the pramanam, prama knowledge is gained by whom? Hey, by me, obviously. The one who operates all these things. The one for whom the knowledge is meant for. And that guy is called pramata. Pramata prameyasya Prama prapnoti. Pramanam dwara or pramanena.
Pramanena.
Pramanena. Correct? Like that you can say. So pramayam, pramanam, and then prama. So here, achintyam means what? Aprameyam. Prameyam is object. Knowable. Achintyam means unknowable. Knowable means what? As an object, you can't know it. If you think Atma is an object, sorry, it is not an object. That is the meaning of aprameyam. That is the meaning of achintyam. Achintyam, because our mind can only grasp finite things. Anything finite, even the vast universe, we can visualize. Okay. Within limits, you can visualize. Galaxy, you can put a shape around the galaxy. Milky Way shape. You can visualize Milky Way. But infinite is not visualizable. Infinite is not visualizable. And therefore, he's saying, Achintyam, better understand it. You can't use your smartness to figure out this thing, to visualize this thing. And so, that is why Naisha Tarkena Matirapaneya in Kathopanishad. So here, Achintyam, Aprameyam. All right, the Mandukya mantra is also there, Achintyam. So, Adreshyam, Adreshyam, Adreshyam,
Agrahyam.
Adreshyam, Avyavaharyam, then Achintyam, Alakshanam, and then Alakshanam. Correct. Adreshyam, Avyavaharyam. Okay, Mandukya Upanishad number 7. Refer to it later. Adreshyam, Avyavaharyam, Agrahyam, Alakshanam, Achintyam, Avyapadeshyam. Yeah, we say it like that, it is coming. So there he says Achintyam in Mandukya. Here also he is using the word Achintyam. So Achintyam. Shiva in a particular form I can visualize. No problem at all. Form. Eka Rupa. Ishvaraha. Shivaha. Vishnu also I can visualize. Devi I can visualize. Eka Rupa. I can visualize. So here Eka Rupa is there. Vishwarupa is there. Arupa Ishvara is there. Okay. Or Atma Rupa Ishvara you can say. Okay. So that is Achintyam. Ekarupa Ishvaraha is Chintyam. Shiva I can visualize. But here it is not Ekarupa Ishvaraha. I've come to this Arupa Ishvaraha. So some words can apply to all, some words can apply only to some. Okay, for those who are new, Ishvara, our idea of Bhagavan undergoes a transformation through this study. What transformation? Ekarupa Ishvaraha. God is of this particular form. And then Krishna takes Arjuna through Vishwarupa Ishvaraha. Hey, all forms are Ishvara. Joy is Ishvara. Sadness also is Ishvara. Purity is Ishvara. Impurity also is Ishvara. That is the idea. You better have it. And then Arjuna is just saying, okay. I'll come back to it later. I'll come back to it later. He says, please take this form back. Life is also Ishvara. Death is also Ishvara. Don't worry. You do your duty. So that kind of training he gets. So from Ekarupa Ishvara to Vishwarupa Ishvara to, I'm going to come to Arupa Ishvara. Ishvara is Arupa. Because the infinite Ishvara cannot have a form. Therefore, Arupa. Okay, that will come later also, I think. So, anyway, Achintyam. Not objectifiable. Aprameyam. Why? Because it is a subject. Atma. All pervasive subject. Okay, that also will come later. Okay. All right. And we saw, okay. All right. Then avyaktam. Avyaktam. That you know. Vyakta means manifest. Avyaktam, unmanifest. How to understand manifest, unmanifest? Hey, the tree is manifest, the seed is unmanifest. Seed is unmanifest. There is no chance of me looking at the seed and telling it is going to be a tree. How a seed becomes a tree, nobody knows. I mean, scientists know it, of course, but what is all this? What is all this? Can such a small little seed become such a big little tree. A big little one, not big little. Big tree. Big little. Like they say, uh, uh, quite a lot. No, something like that. Quite a lot. Some two opposites are coming in that phrase. It used to intrigue me. Anyway, so that is called Avyaktam, unmanifest. Unmanifest means that which does not have a manifest form, that which has the form in potential nature. There is no differentiation at all. You look at the seed, you take the almond seed. You don't know if it is almond or almond. Here we have to say almond. If you say anything else, they won't understand. Almond, almond seed. Okay, almond seed. You look at it, it's all white. It's tasty also. Okay, tasty ko chodo, but it's all just they say remove the seed and then remove the that particular skin and then have the seed. So you remove the skin, it's all white, pure white. It is. It can be crushed and it will be white paste. That's all you get. And this white paste is supposed to give an almond tree also. Just absolutely amazing. And so avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate. We saw right there, second chapter itself, Krishna introduced the word avyaktam for us. Avyaktoyam. Ayam Atma Avyaktam, he said there. Avyaktoyam achintyoyam. Oh, there it is. Achintyam also is coming there. Avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate. Tasmadevam viditpainam natvam shochitum arhasi. Because Atma is Avyaktam, you should not grieve. That is what he said in the second chapter. All right. So, Avyaktam, Indriya Gocharam also. Indriya Gocharam. It is therefore can't be objectified by the senses. Achintyam, related to Achintyam. Avyaktam, Achintyam. Because it is Avyaktam, it is Achintyam. Avyakta is the Hetu for Achintyam. Hetu means what? Cause. Vyaktam. It is Ashabdamaspashchamaroopamavyajam Tatharasam Nityamagandhavachayat. Kathopanishad. So those who have not studied Shastram, don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. You just soak yourself. Oh, this is how it is. All the Upanishads are talking about the same thing. So if you have an idea, oh, if I study Kathopanishad, I'll get a degree in this. Then if I do Kaivalya, this kind of degree, I'll get this subject. No, it's not like that. Samanvaya, it's all Samanvaya. Every Upanishad is going to talk about the same thing. That's good, because in your registration form you said, oh, Advaita, I asked a sentence, what is your idea of Advaita? And then you all said something, right? So that's something only it is. Whatever Upanishad we study, it's going to be the same thing. What you wanted only you will get. Everybody knew. I saw that particular column. I get a spreadsheet, when you fill your registration forms, then there is a spreadsheet which comes with your name and all that. I don't look for names and all. I look for what are the people thinking about. Everybody says Advaita, they know what Advaita is. There's no doubt at all. Nirgunam, like that, they say all these words. So you already know it. So that's what you're going to get from all the Upanishads. Okay. Avyaktam. Okay. Then Shivam. Shivam. Okay, that same Mandukya Upanishad number 7. Shantam Shivam Ekatma Pratyasaram Shantam Shivam Advaitam Chaturtam Manyante Sa Atma Sa Vijnaya. Just make a note, Mandukya number 7. Later on, you can look it up. Okay. So there he says Shivam, that word Shivam comes there. Shivam means what? Here, Shiva means you can't take Shiva as somebody with sitting in the smashana and then with all the ashes on the body. Not like that. Not that Shiva. But that is Shivam, all right. But Shivam it means Mangalam. Mangalakaram, Mangaladayakam. Mangalam means auspicious. What is good for us? See, what is good for me need not be good for you. One medicine that is good for me, if you take, it becomes poison for you. So that is not Mangalam. That kind of usefulness we are not talking about. Universally auspicious, universally useful. That is called Shivam. What is universally useful? Human beings are seeking Artha, Kama, Dharma, Moksha. Hey, everybody is seeking moksha. Whether they know it or not, they are seeking moksha. Okay, that is called Shivam, and auspiciousness. Shiva means Shambhuhu, all that. Shambhavati Asmat iti Shambhuhu. That from whom auspiciousness comes to me is called Shambhuhu. Pure Sanskrit etymology, you know a little bit of Sanskrit, you can go a long way, I tell you. Long way you can go. Really, I'm telling you. This is how I learned Sanskrit. Just by listening to Swamiji, I learned Sanskrit. I never attended a Sanskrit class. In school, I did. I got exposed to Sanskrit. But after that, I forgot. I never really studied Sanskrit. But when Swamiji started telling like this, Varam dadati iti varadaha, he will say, hey, the one who gives vara means boon. Let's say boon, what you want. Varam dadati. Dadati means gives. Iti varadaha. That's it. That word vara has this means two dhatus are there in it. And so I fell in love with Sanskrit that way. In school and all, even though you study all these things, 4 years I studied Sanskrit. And somehow it becomes a subject, it's a subject you study. You score some marks, and then Sanskrit is easy to score marks. Therefore, you study Sanskrit. All wrong ideas just people have given to us. I'm telling you, very sad it is. Anyway, that's the past. Let's not hang on to the past. And so Shivam, look at how beautiful it is. Okay? And so Sarva Mangala Swarupaha, Mangaladayakaha, Mangaladayakam Shivam, and Anantarupam, Prashantam, Amritam, Brahmayonim. There is a word Anantarupam before Shivam. All right? Anantarupam. What is Avyaktam has to be Anantam. What is Arupam has to be Avyaktam. What is Drik has to be Avyaktam. Why has to be Anantam? Why? If it is Antam, Antavat, then it has to be finite. Finite. Because an object is there, finite. It is born. Finite has to be born, and then it has to die. It has to have all the Shad Vikaram. What are the Shad Vikaram? 6 modifications. Asti Jayate Vartate Viparinamate Pakshiyate Vinashyati. That's what? It is born, Jayate, Asti. Asti means it is applied to a womb, growing child. So Asti, it must be there in the womb. Asti. There is a fetus in the womb. Asti. Jayate, born. Vardate, grows. Viparinamate, undergoes transformations. Bodily transformation, physical, mental. And then apakshiyate, declines. Vinashyati, disappears. Okay? And so, finite means that's it. Shad vikaravat, finite. So therefore, it has to be anantam. And Maniprabha says, Desha Kala Vastu Paricheda Shunyam. Ah, this is why they are called Mahatmas. Look, very simple to understand. Shunyam. Okay, forget Shunyam now. Desha Kala Vastu. These are the 3 words he uses there. And so, this Rupam, an object. You take any object. Okay, an object. All right, the same pencil. Well, let's use the same pencil. And so, it's an object. Object. What is the characteristics of this object, of any object? Desha parichinnaha. It is limited by space. I think that you will agree. Object by definition, it is finite. Therefore, it is limited by space. Means what? The pencil is there exactly where you see it. It is not there anywhere else. The space is so vast. Where is the pencil? Pencil is there. That is why when you lose the pencil, it is so hard to figure out where it is. It is rolled somewhere and quietly. I don't know how it is so uncanny it is. It will just roll and go underneath. You can't find it out at all. Why you can't find it out? Because it is Desha Parichinnaha. It is limited by space, and it is there only at that particular space. Outside that area, it is not there. So it is limited by space. Desha Parichinnaha. Then Kala Parichinnaha. Is it going to be there forever? No, it was born, it had a date of birth, and it is changing now, and it will have a date of death also. That is called Kala Parichinnaha. Okay. Then what? Desha Kala Vastu. Abba. Yeah, our acharyas are amazing. Vastu means what? Hey, did you call it something? What is the name you said? It's pencil. Ah, pencil. Okay. Can you drink the pencil? No, you can't drink the pencil. What kind of question are you asking? Ah. Pencil means what? Vastu. Pencil has a form, has a function. That's it. It is only capable of that. It means what? Pencil is not car. Pencil is not water. Pencil is not mango. Pencil is not house. Pencil is not this. Pencil is not that. Pencil is not every other thing except pencil. That is called Vastu Parichinna. Vastu Parichinna. Means it is what it is. It is that particular object only, not something else. Even among other pencils, there are so many other, what is it, Natraj pencils. These are all called Natraj. Remember those days, Natraj. So this is a Natraj pencil. There are many Natraj pencils. Even among them, this is one specific Natraj pencil. Therefore, Vastu Parichinnaha. Desha Kala Vastu Parichinnaha. Parichinnatvam is the nature of any object. Therefore, here Maniprabha, what does he say? Desha Kala Vastu Paricheda Shunyam. Paricheda Rahitam, that which does not have the limitations of time, space, and object, is called Ananta Rupam. That is Mani Prabha's definition. Okay, that's how our Shastram works. All right, is there any more words left? Yeah, Prashantam is there, Amritam is there, Brahma Yonim. I thought I'll finish all this, but it's okay. You have to go slowly. What is the point in simply translating all this? Limitless, Anantam, limitless, limitless, limitless. Then go on and on. It's not the way to study Shastra. Good, I'm glad we spent some time on this. And so that particular Achintyam, Avyaktam, Anantarupam are all descriptions of what? Words that are alluding to Brahma, words that are talking about Atma. Until then, it is about me, how I should prepare myself. That also I mentioned. So make a note of it. Good. So we will continue this discussion next. आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ